Can we just take the 8 or 9 hour drive instead, please? Hey everybody, what's going on? Today we're going to be talking about Diane Lane's new movie, Paris Can Wait. You know, I might have been a little on board with this movie a little more if one thing wouldn't have happened. I won't try to spoil too much of it for you, but I am going to give some positives to this movie. It's about a woman who's kind of in an unhappy marriage. Her husband's a movie producer and he's got to travel all over, and she travels with him. And they're going to be going to Paris, and she has like something wrong with her ears, like her ears are popping or something. So a friend of her husband's ends up driving her to Paris instead while he flies to the other places he needs to go. And you basically know what this movie's going to be, especially if you've seen the trailer. It's one of those where it's like, okay, are they going to get together in the end or not? We'll get to that stuff in a bit, but first I'm going to talk about the positives. You know, this would be a great travel guide for some people because, you know, the foods and the places that these two characters go, you know, the food looks amazing and the wines look good, and I'm not even a wine drinker. The places they go look amazing, and I love the way they kind of tell the story where if they're talking about a certain painting or something like, this reminds me of this, they'll show the painting and things like that. That stuff was kind of cool. I mean, in a way, this felt like a travel guide instead of a movie, and though that stuff was neat, it kind of got boring after a while. While the food looks delicious and the travel looks fun and the storytelling was interesting, for the most part this movie gets ruined for me because of the potential will they won't they love story. They try to set up Alec Baldwin's character like he's kind of uncaring, and they don't really confirm it. They said he may have cheated or something like that. And they're trying to give excuses for, you know, if her character chooses to, you know, fall for this guy, that maybe it's okay. But here's the thing, you know, his character, they don't really confirm any of that stuff. And even if they did, I mean, they're married. You know, I always have trouble with infidelity stories where you're supposed to be rooting for the infidelity. It's hard for me to want to root for those characters. And I just couldn't do it with this one either. You don't know how it's going to end. I mean, I had this feeling they were going to go one way, and while they did go the other, neither of them would have worked for me. I mean, one would have worked better than the other, and they went for another way, sorta. It's kind of hard to explain without ruining the movie, and I don't really want to do that for anyone that really wants to see this. Just like I said, it's hard for me to root for infidelity in movies. And so if you have trouble with that kind of stuff, like if you're, you know, it almost felt, I mean, not as goofy in a way, but it partially kind of felt like a Nicholas Sparks type movie where, you know, you're supposed to root for them just because, even if I was okay with the infidelity, the guy sleeps with another girl during the trip on one of their stops, one of their many, many, many stops that was supposed to be like an 8 or 9 hour drive turned into like 2.5, 3 days. And he sleeps with another girl. So it's like, how could she even consider wanting to be with him? And he's just, his biggest thing is, well, I'm French and I like to enjoy life. And, you know, how can he like be in love even if he was saying, I'm in love with you and I want to be with you? Is he just trying to be with her? I mean, but her character almost seems like she wants to be in love. And the way that the whole thing just in the end did not work for me. I can't really say much more without spoiling it for you. As always, thank you so much for watching. What did you think of Paris Can Wait? Feel free to comment on down in the section below. But remember, it's only just one guy's opinion. I'm Gino Reynolds from The Real Gino. Until next time.